Hey everyone, this is Vishak here, and in this video, we're going to be talking about God mode behavior. Now, what exactly is God mode behavior? So that's a good question to ask. What exactly is a God mode behavior? So let me just take you through a quick short journey. So I wanna tell you that this is one story that has profoundly changed my life, and it is actually has become one of my core principle, not principle exactly, but this is one of the philosophy that I live by. And I'll tell you, this one story has had a profound impact in my life, at least for the last three years. Okay. So the thing is, there was a kid. You might have heard about the story, but yeah, you might have heard the story. Anyway, there was a father, and he came home like after a long hard day's work. He's coming home. He knocked the door, and he opened the door, and he stepped inside, and his little son, like very small kid, running to him saying, "Daddy, daddy, daddy." He was very excited to see his father after long hours. And he was like, "Play with me, let's play the game." And father was so exhausted. He was like really exhausted from a hard day's work, and he didn't have the energy to play. So he was like, "Okay, so here's the deal, son." Right? That's what he said. "Here's the deal, son." And he took his son to the kitchen. On the way, he picked up a magazine which was on the table, and he tore out a piece of paper. So he saw a world map in that book in the magazine, and he took that page. He tore out the page, and he said, "You know what? I'm going to tear this pages like into pieces. Okay, I'm going to tear this page into pieces." And he tore it. He tore it into pieces. He threw it on the floor, and he said, "There is a globe. There is a world map. Okay, there is a world map on one side. So if you can solve this puzzle, if you can, set this as a world map, like a proper world map, then we can play." So basically, the father was trying to buy some time from his son, like, "Give me some time so that I can chill and get my energy back, and then we can play." Right? So yeah, and the father went back, and he sat down on the couch. By the time he sat down on the couch, his son came running to him. "Daddy, daddy, daddy, I solved the puzzle. I fixed the world map. I fixed the world map." Right? And father was like, "Oh no, he didn't do it. He was just playing." And when he saw the world map, it was like perfect. It was perfect. It was to the point. So he asked his son, "How did you do this so fast?" Right? "By the time I came back to the couch, I had not even said, by the time you fixed it, so how did you do this?" And he said, "While you were tearing out the page, I saw behind the page there was a face of a man, as in there was a photo of a man. So I knew that if I can, if I can fix the man, I can also fix the world." So it's a very funny story if you see from the son's side. But the moral of the story is, if a man is right, and so will his world be. Right? And so will his world will be. Whatever that makes sense. Okay? So you get the point. If a man is right, if you are right, your world will also be right. So now, what is right is very subjective. What is right to you might not be right for somebody else. What is right for somebody else might not be right for you. That's not the point. The point is, if you think there are certain things that is not really happening in your life, if you think that is like, if you are in a position of being stuck, or if you think that you are, nothing is happening, nothing is moving, if that is what your position is, right? Then I don't want you to take a look at only that. I want you to take a good look from every single aspect of your life, because everybody in this world, this one thing is applicable to everyone, right? Everyone. You how you do one thing is how you do everything. Okay, how you do one thing is how you do everything. Now, if you are having a mess in one area, that actually reflects in other areas also. So your life is a reflection of your standard. Now, where is the standard that you set? In your mind. So your life is a reflection of your mind. Okay, so do not have anything pending, do not procrastinate anything, be nice to people, go be good to people, don't judge, eat healthy, these are the things. But the basics are, a man cannot do the basics. Man is not in a position to do basics because he's so blinded by the perceived reality. Pretty much everybody are blinded by the perceived reality, so nobody is even thinking far ahead. Everybody are thinking about now, like today. Okay, so I will tell you that people pretty much people have got it all wrong. Okay, now you cannot say that, oh Vishak, okay, if you're saying how can everybody gets it wrong, right? How can the society get it, how can the world get it wrong? Well, I can say that, okay, no, you're right, or the society is right, the people are right. People are right if they're not suffering. People's belief system is right if they're not suffering. On an everyday basis, all I can see is suffering and struggling, and nobody's really happy. Not People are not even smiling, like they're barely smiling, they're barely laughing. I don't think so that is the right belief system. I don't think so the belief system has got there wherever they are. I don't know, I don't think I can learn that, because I was also the same thing for a very long time. So I can confidently say that people, the way they live their life is absolutely not right. And that is why, the disease, the mental health, the stress, the suffering, the struggling, the relationship, career, uh, everything is struggling. Okay, basically the system is wrong. So that is what I'm trying to challenge, and that is what I'm trying to give it to you, so that you are understanding things from the right perspective, and you are having a better control over your life. When you have a better control over your life, automatically this particular process is called as personality change, like evolution. So when you change your personality in this way, that is how you attract more people, you attract more money, you are a better performer at your career, and you have a great health and whatnot. Okay, so if you are lacking in any of these three things, then I need to question your belief system. Okay, if you are lacking in your health, if you're lacking in your, that is like mental and physical health, or if you're lacking in your relationship, or if you're lacking in your money or business or career, then you need to question your belief system. Okay, so I'll tell you what how a normal typical person's journey is going to go, like how a typical day of a typical person. Okay, so what they do is they wake up. Now this can change, because well, the timing is not exactly the same, because if it is on the weekend, they wake up late. I mean, I don't know, you wake up late, and if it is like on a working day, you wake up early. And again, even the waking up is not dictated by you, it is dictated by somebody else, right? That itself is not the right thing. So you don't have a specific time to wake up. I mean, there's no hard and fast rule that you have to wake up at particular time every single day. But it is easy for you to catch up with the momentum if you have a pattern in your life. Okay, and I'm not saying that you have to wake up early. Well, I wake up early, I wake up at 4 o'clock every single day, like, and I don't need an alarm, and I've been doing that for like more than 7 years. Okay, I think more than 7 years. So now it's not a big deal for me, and if I wake up late, now that's going to be a problem for me. I mean, I don't take good control of my day if I don't wake up. Again, this is a mental programming, but I'm not saying that you have to wake up early, but wake up at one time. Okay, so people wake up just like dead fish, in the flow, right? I mean, going with the flow, that's what they say. So they wake up, and the moment they wake up, they check the messages. Okay, they check their phone, the text message, the WhatsApp, the Telegram, Signal, whatever messages they have. You check it. That's the first thing that they check, right? This itself is causing a heavy, like this is causing a heavy influence on you. Like, you're letting people have an influence on your mind, on your thoughts, on your vibrations, on your mood, and everything. All right, the moment, okay, you're waking up now, and the moment you wake up, you're doing this, that means you're letting external energy get in your way, like that. Okay, and once you check your messages, and then moving on to the next phase, social media, right? Be it the Facebook, be it the Instagram, be it whatever it is, right? I mean, the YouTube, or LinkedIn, or Twitter, or Reddit, TikTok, Snapchat, Snapdeal. I mean, there's quite a lot of stuff out there. And the moment you wake up, you check your messages, you finish your messages, and then you move on to social media, right? Well, this could be like social media and then messages, or messages and social media, or whatever. Okay. So this is going to happen for quite some time. And this sometime could be anywhere from 30 minutes to even like 2 hours. For sad people, it is like definitely more than an hour. Okay. And once the social media is done, and then they move on to the news or the TV, or probably even the newspapers. I will tell you, you have no idea the level of impact, the negative impact that this causes in your thought frequency, like thinking frequency. Okay. So if you want to have an absolute concentration in your work, you literally have to get your mind to an alpha state. That is nothing but the frequency of your thoughts. Okay. So once you get into an alpha state, then your energy is flowing, your creativity is flowing. You are not like, you're super focused, you're super creative. And that's how everybody builds like big things, like insane amount of focus and creativity. Well, if you are under the influence of all of these at the first part of the day, the moment you wake up, trust me, like, the moment you wake up, see, I'll tell you what, the moment you wake up, your subconscious mind is like so receptive, and whatever it is coming through the way, it is going to absorb like a sponge. And I'll tell you what, news is one sure shot way for you to get doomed. Okay, because that is a program, and every words has been chosen to get your attention and not to give you the real story. Nobody cares about their real story. It is all about the attention. So they will do anything to manipulate the story so that they can keep you hooked. And I don't know if you are still into that. If you're into that, my friend, it is really like, it's not going to do anything in your life, like zero benefits, not zero benefits, negative benefits. Okay. Just that you are losing your emotions, and you're losing your time. And then comes the morning ritual. Morning ritual is nothing but, the washing the face and brushing and taking a dump, and again, some more social media while taking the dump and whatnot. Okay, so you finish the morning ritual, and then some people I have seen in some houses actually sit like a call in for a family meeting and planning for the breakfast. Like, what are we going to do? Okay, what are we going to eat? What are we going to cook? So this is before the cooking, and sometimes it's all pre-planned, like predetermined. And some are like, okay, you're going to sit, and then you're going to plan, discuss, sorry, discuss, and then you're going to decide what you're going to plan. I mean, what you're going to eat for the breakfast. And then comes planning on what to wear. This is like just before you go to work, what are you going to wear? And you go to the cupboard and you keep choosing, like you decide, okay, this one and this one and this one and this one. Like, you decide, you take so long to actually decide on what to wear, right? Well, these are happening in the world. I mean, these are happening in people's houses, these are happening in people's mind. And well, there's nothing wrong with it, right? I mean, that's what is being going on, and that's how it is being done. That's a normal practice. See, the thing is, when you are thinking about things, when you are thinking things, that means you're thinking about things. Okay. So when you are planning for breakfast, when you're planning what to wear, these planning requires energy, my friend, energy. And where is that energy coming from? Are you getting it? So when you're thinking, your brain is actually working. Your brain is actually working. And when it's working, what does it working mean? It's burning the neurons. To burn the neurons, you need energy. Okay, so your brain has finite energy to burn. You cannot keep on burning. You go to the gym, you can work for like 1 hour. Okay, so you cannot work beyond that. After that, you'll be like, you know what, I need some time. And then you take off and you regain the energy, and then you'll be able to get back. But even if you're getting back, it is not going to be as hard as how you did your first workout. Just the way it is, brain is also a muscle, and you cannot uh how do I say, you cannot spend your energy on breakfast and what to wear, but use this to make more important decisions that changes your life. What sort of career you want to have, what sort of women you want to marry, or what is the name that you want to keep for your child, or what's the financial decision that you want to make for your family and things like that, not for your breakfast and what to wear. All right. And then comes and then comes your dressing, and then you dress and you eat and you commute. So while commuting, what's going to happen? While commuting, you were thinking about your work, possibly, probably you're thinking about your work, and you're already thinking about yesterday's, or the targets, or whatever. Okay, and you're thinking. So during this time, you could be facing traffic, and you're thinking about yesterday's, or you're thinking about your targets. That's the future. Okay, or you're thinking about the traffic that you're stuck over there. And that's going to take some time. Of course, that's going to take a little bit of your mental energy. And then you get to work. Right, you get to work, you start your work, and then after a couple of hours, you go for a tea or a coffee break, and then you can come back to work. You're going to be a little tired, but you're going to come back to work, and then you head for lunch. 12 to 1, you finish your lunch, and then you get to work. By this time, you're going to feel a little tired, or like it would be nice for me to take a nap, like an evening afternoon nap, right? It would be nice. That's what you're feeling. Probably you must have eaten something heavy. This is on a regular basis. Like, even if you're not having heavy, I'll tell you what, Indian food is not really, it's got a balance in the nutrition. Well, it's not. It doesn't have that nutritional balance. Okay, there's a lot of missing element over here, and that's causing diabetes, and it's gonna make you feel tired and lethargic, and that's why you're getting that afternoon nap temptation. Okay, so you get to work, and then after that you have a tea or a coffee. Some people have a habit of tea or coffee in the evening, and then back home. You come home again, you have a commute, and then you come home. By the time you get home, from here to here, right, um you're tired, right? You're tired. So either you want to watch TV, or if you just think, okay, I want to head out, this could be like a family outing, or a team dinner, or party with friends, or whatever, head out. Okay, or you're just going to spend home watching TV, and then you have your dinner. If you're heading out for dinner, then you won't have this, and then you go to sleep, and then you know what happens. Wake up and repeat. Now, even if you're not following this precisely, like to the T, even if you're not following this, you get the picture, you get the overall picture, right? You are looking at this from a wider lens. Okay, so do you think this is like helping you get ahead in life, right? Well, it's sad to see that majority of our population are into this, so they don't know what they are doing. Like I said, just do this, wake up, repeat, and wake up and repeat, and it's going on, and it goes on and on and on and on and on for years together, right? Like decades. It just goes on, and by the time you hit your 40s, you face crisis, like you face like a relationship crisis, existential crisis. You don't know what you're doing with your life, right? Or you have a job crisis. Like sometimes, the level of advancement, the technological advancement that's going on, your job could be extinct. right? It can go. Everything is pretty much being automated, like everything on everybody are pretty much being automated. So yeah, and what's the guarantee that you're going to have your job in the next 5 years? What is the guarantee? Have you thought about that? If you have thought about it, do you have an action plan to do something about it, right? But rather we just get so stuck in today, like I want to, get to this part, or probably this part, or if you're like really frustrated in your life, you want to get to this part. The moment you wake up, you're already thinking about, I want to get to this part, and that's it. Just imagine, this is insane when it comes to the progress, an individual's progress, right? So, and you just, all you do is just wake up and repeat, and you're not really concretely creating anything. So what is the result of this? You are living an unfulfilled life, okay, with an unsatisfied job, in an unhealthy body. And one day, after decades of repeating that status quo, you start questioning the existence, your existence, and you're trying to understand the meaning of all this. What exactly is happening with me? What exactly is happening with my life? Right? I mean, you really start to question about all of this. Like, this is not, you're not, if you're going to do this one, let me tell you something, you're not dominating. You're not living a courageous life. You're not living an intentional life. You are not. Well, you're not. Well, your perspective is wrong. And if you think, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, if you're happy, then whatever you're doing is absolutely right. Just keep going. Probably don't keep going. You can even double down on that. Like, double down is like, you can go hard on that, okay, if you're happy with whatever is happening. But if you think remotely, if you have this feeling, an unfulfilled life, or if you have a feeling of unsatisfied job, or if you have a feeling of unhealthy body, or if you're questioning your existence, or if you're trying to understand the meaning of all of this, okay, or if you're facing the entire sentence day in and day out, then we need some level of changes that we need to make. Why? Well well this is life, this is your life, my friend. This is your life, and unless you take action, you make things happen, nothing won't change, nothing will change. Like, the needle wouldn't move. Okay, so decades later, when you keep doing that over and over again, decades later, don't get stuck, like in these times that is actually, filled with regrets, like regrets of not taking the life changing step, not taking the life changing risk. Like, just imagine this: once the time is gone, it's gone, and you are never, ever, ever going to get it back. Right? I mean, I was with a corporate for over 10 years, and I'm just thinking, like, I've been used as a floor mat. I'm not blaming anybody, I'm blaming myself. I'm just being used as a floor mat, and I'm just so replaceable. I'm just gone. Like, nobody lost anything but me. I've lost my time. And no matter what I do, how much I pay, can I get the time back? There's no way. And me sitting over here and thinking about, this is such a short trip in this planet Earth. It's such a short trip. And no matter what I do, I would never get my time back. So why not make this short trip in this beautiful planet a good journey, a great journey, something that is worth telling, right? Something that is worth, why not l- write a story that's worth telling, right? But that's not going to happen. That's never going to happen. But decades later, you do the same thing over and over again, and decades later, your times are filled with regrets. So many people, I'll tell you what, the 88% in America, there was a survey that has been done on people who are on the deathbeds, okay, and 87 or 88% of them, they regretted about the things that they did not do rather than the things that they did. Okay, 88%. Like they were like, this is not some motivational video, but this is a reality. And the reality hits you so hard, especially when you're in your 60s and 70s. Like, I should have done something about it, right? I mean, go talk to old people, you will know it. Like, really, like, this is my challenge to you, right? I mean, tomorrow, just go to some old people and just say, what are your regrets? Like, just tell me, what are your regrets? And they will tell you, I wish I could have done that. I wish I could have done this, right? So, decades later, times are filled with regrets of not taking that life changing step or the risk, right? Not growing personally and professionally. Like, your times are lost and that you would never ever get it back. You have a regret on that. That's a bad thing. Not understanding your true potential. Imagine that, right? And not having enough time, not giving enough time for your family, and constantly living in fear. Like, what are you so scared about? What are you so scared of? Like, genuinely, you need to ask this question to yourself. What are you scared of? Right? And no, I don't think nobody's taking the time like seriously. It's just slipping away. And that's why you should watch the movie Fight Club. Like, the time is just slipping away. It's ending 1 minute. This is your life, my friend. And it is ending 1 minute at a time, right? So, like, if you're not really happy, then what's the point? What's the whole point of all this? Yeah. So, how to live your life in a God mode? How you can be someone who is just, you know, dominating the life, like not taking shit from life, but dominating it and having it in complete control. How are you going to live? Like, how can you live this life in alpha mode? It's simply by changing your personality, changing your things, changing your activities, changing your habits and behaviors. All right. So let me just take you through that. How to live your life in God mode. The first one is decision. All right. This is like, I cannot stress this enough. Like, I cannot stress this enough. All right. Decisions is one thing that, like, it's it's the one thing. I mean, there are two things that moves life, like that changes life. The first one is decision. Okay. So I want you to write this down. Hard decision, easy life. Pause this video or I'll give you some time. Hard decision, easy life. Easy decision, hard life. So people don't want to take the hard decision and they take the easiest acceptable decision and move on with it. Okay. So procrastination, not taking decisions, not taking actions, all of this will belong to this one. Not taking a decision is also a decision. Procrastination is also a decision, right? I'll do it later. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it on the weekend. I'll do it on Monday. I'll do it on the new year, new me. Um, all those are all those belongs to this particular concept, like decisions. All right. So if you don't decide now, like, if you can decide now, if you can decide something now, and if you're not deciding, then, like, you will never decide. You will never decide. I'll tell you what, I want to quit my job when I was, like, back in the days, right? And honestly speaking, I didn't have the balls to do it. Right? That's as simple as that. And I not even changed my company. So without me changing the company and quitting my job was like, it was a big deal. Like, at least if I would have switched my job from a company to a different company, I would have had the experience of quitting a job, but I never did. Like, for 10 years, I got stuck in a job. And after that, I quit, like, without even having another job. Now, that was a bold move. But, like, this is one thing that I keep telling in myself, like, okay, like, I have done this. I have done this. Now, that's a big deal. So, without even having a job, I quit the existing one. So I've got balls. This is like a mental programming in me, that anytime if I want to take a tough decision, I better take it. I don't keep it for tomorrow. I don't keep it for, like, later. I don't keep it for the evening. I don't keep it for, like, post lunch. If I want to do it, I take the decision right now. Okay. There is no later. So decisions. That's the first one. The second one is, yeah, before I go to the second one, I want you to write this quote again. Hard decisions, easy life. Decisions, hard life. Okay. And moving on to the second one is actions. So it's not just about the decisions that makes the needle move in your life. Okay, it's the action. What are you going to do based on that decision, right? Sometimes the decisions are like really uh, hard and it's tough, and you've got to take the hard decision, right? So it's, see, while you're deciding, obviously not just going to decide, you are going to think about it, you are going to analyze it, and you're going to, really assess the a decision, assess the downside of the decision, assess the upside of the decision, and then you take the decision. Of course you're going to do that, but don't keep on assessing, and don't keep on, yeah, don't keep on assessing the decision for like ever. Don't do that. Okay, decide, and then followed by massive, 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 massive action. Like that is like, that's it. You That's what I'm saying. You got to get high on that action. Like you got to get high on the action. Like you got to act on it. You got to act on it, and tell you this, doing this alone is going to throttle your confidence like crazy. You're going to be like a beast. You know what I mean? That's how you're going to live your life in so much of offense mode that life will take a look at you and just say, all right, all right. That's where I want you to get in. Like doing the, just imagine that, right? So you're taking like constantly, like you are doing it, you so long, you've been postponing so many things, right? I'll do it later, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it. Like I want to get fit, I want to start a business, I want to do this, I want to buy that, I want to buy this, I want to do this for my family. So many things, and everything's been postponed. Just imagine one after the other after the other. You're killing it, like you're killing it one after the other. Don't you think so? At least you will feel good about yourself, at least a little bit, like 1% at least. Yes. So just imagine if you're doing 100%, 100 things into 1%, like one, you keep scoring that 1%. That's going to really make you feel so good. Okay. That's like a positive dopamine receptors triggering events. Like you got to take it, accomplish it. It's not really about making everything successful. Like you can't just, start a business and make it successful. It's not like that. Action is about starting the business, doing the things that is necessary, taking the right action, taking the action. That's what it matters. Yeah, that's what counts. The third one is gratitude. Okay, I have seen like so many people, all they do is just whine, not wine, the whine, just whine and cry and whine, and like, oh man, like all they can do is just complain, right? Don't be that pathetic person. That I can only feel that how miserable they feel about their life. All right, they all they have is like complaining about others, complaining about politicians, complaining about, the country, the education system, the boss, the wife, the husband, the kid, the neighbor. Like, oh man, you can't even just stand next to them for like a second. There's so much of negativity that's spread around. Like you don't, like, oh man, they just literally drain the shit out of you. Like you can't even just spend for like 15 minutes. There's nothing like you need when you when you spend time with people. You literally have to have that like a healthy experience with them. Like you can talk about people, but good things. You like, I don't really recommend that, but you can talk about ideas, you can talk about events and things, but never talk about other people. And stop bitching and whining and moaning about things. Everybody are having problems, everybody has some crazy shit that's going on. Everybody's got it. So if you are that person, don't whine about it. Okay, I'll tell you what instead you have to do. You have to sit and you have to think good things about your life. The moment you wake up, make this as a practice. I want you to feel really like, feel grateful about everything that you have. Okay, if you think that your life is surrounded by problems and you really don't have anything to be, thankful for, you don't have anything to smile about, you've got oxygen in your lungs, right? You have got oxygen in your life. You got another day to live on this planet Earth. Just imagine that. That itself is a beautiful experience. Don't you think so? Like you got such a beautiful experience of, like, you got such a beautiful experience, a human experience. You got another day to live on this planet. How many people have that? Don't you think that itself is an opportunity, like to do something, so even if your life is surrounded by problems and if you don't have anything, just think of, you know what, I've got oxygen in my lungs, I've got water to drink, I've got food to eat. Not many people have people. Not many people have people to cherish, to make memories. And that's okay. And that's okay. At least you are here. And there are not a lot of people who are. So just feel grateful. Just feel grateful. There are people, there are places in this world, there are women, there are children who are getting raped, there are children who are starving, right? There are people who need to literally walk about 10 to 15 miles for a glass of water, crappy water, shitty water. So if you have the privilege for all this, you are, trust me my friend, you are lucky. All right, so feel the gratitude. And why is this gratitude? I'll tell you what. The moment you start feeling grateful, there is so much of neurochemicals that is happening in your brain, like especially the serotonin and oxytocin, and this is going to instantaneously make you feel better. Okay, so what I do is, like, the moment I wake up, I don't fuck with my phone. The moment I wake up, what I do is I just smile and just say thank you for three things, whatever oh god, whatever the things that comes to my mind. I feel like thank you so much for giving me everything that you have given me, and everything that I have right now, and you have given me another opportunity for you have given me the another opportunity for me to help people. Thank you for giving me that strength. I have gone through some crazy shit, and because of that, today I'm here to help you. And that's what I'm thinking, like, every single morning. And that gives me so much of, like, a sense of purpose. Okay, a sense of responsibility. So this one literally changes the chemicals in your brain to make you feel happy, like, instantly. And this happiness, people cannot give you, things cannot give you, only purpose can give you. Okay, that's gratitude. The fourth one is meditation. So this is not just about sitting in a space and, like, oh, it's not that. I mean, if you want to do that, you can do that. But so many people have got the whole meditation part wrong. Like, people don't do it, like, most people don't do it. And I think everybody should start doing it, because, see, the thing is, I mean, this is one thing. I was a person who was so scared about life. Like, I feared life so much, especially people at my work, they were threatening me with the job and all. And I felt so scared every time when I wake up. The anxiety was, like, so bad. I used to be so scared about life, right? And I'll tell you, meditation has such a profound effect on me. Uh like that. And today I'm fucking fearless. Like, I can take anybody's head, like, not literally, but I can do that. And that is purely because of meditation. Okay, so this is not like, I remember I told you, in your commute, like, either you think about yesterday or you think about the deadline. Like, commuting to work, when you're going, this is what you're thinking, or everything about the traffic and stuff like that. You're pretty much stuck somewhere else, but you're not in the present. You're not in the present. Now, when you're watching this video, think of, if you're wearing a slipper or if you're wearing a shoe. Now your attention goes is gone into the shoe. Okay, or if you're lying down, your back is rested, well rested on the bed. If you're sitting, your butt is on the chair. Right, when I'm telling you these things, you are bringing that attention to that particular spot. Correct, that is meditation, and that's it. So just be here, be mindful, pull that awareness into here, right now. This is the moment. This is a reality. Yesterday is a mystery. I mean, yesterday is a history, tomorrow is a mystery. This is a reality right now. That's a reality. That's meditation. Okay, so if you want to sit down and do nothing, that's meditation. If you want to dance and just be in the moment, in the dance, in the physical moment, the physicality, that's meditation. Okay, that's meditation. And the last one is training. You've got to train, my friend. You've got to train every single day, regardless of what, be it walking, be it running, be it a proper training in the gym, be it home workout, YouTube. Just open the YouTube, and whatever it is, you got to train every single day. If you're not training, you are literally taking your life and your body for granted. And trust me, if you don't train, you will not look good. If you don't work out, you will not look good. If you want to look sharp, if you want to look badass, you got to train. You've got to train. You've got to move the weights. Okay, you gotta train. I don't know. I don't find no reason as to why you're not training. Like, for the love of God, I don't know why you're not training. Like, I swear to God, I don't know why you're not training if you're not training. All right. So you got to train to not, this is not only for your body, but also for your mind. It's going to give you like a skyrocketing confidence, like a next level confidence. People don't want to mess with you if you're a people if you are a person who is into fitness, who is like really taking care of your body, your mental vibration will also start changing. People don't want to mess with you. I have not seen anybody insulting or disrespecting someone who is fit and who is fine, be it women, be it men. That shows a clear self-respect. All right, now this is not going to do big changes in your life in today, but 1 year from now, 6 months from now, 10 years from now, you're going to thank yourself that you are doing it, and you've been doing it. Just imagine this particular thing right now. Okay, and just imagine this. What is this? I mean, what is this, right? So I'll tell you, when you do this, when you do these five things, this is not going to take too much of your time. Okay, in fact, this one is going to save you a lot of time. This one is going to make your life move forward. This is going to put your mood in a much better place. Okay, and this one, you're going to be in the present. Your awareness will start increasing, and this is for your health. At the end of the day, if you don't have health, what's the whole point? If you don't have health, you don't have anything with you. And that's a truth. Okay, so when you start doing this, like, you can do one after the other. Just start by one. Do this for a week. Start deciding and act on it every day. Okay, start this, and then on the next week you start feeling gratitude. Like, be gratitude. Write down the things that you're grateful for. Have a gratitude jar, and write every day like 1 to 5 things that you're grateful, and put it in the jar. Keep putting it, and one day the jar fills, and you feel like, oh my God, so there are so many things in my life, like I took it for granted. Right now you're seeing it, you're feeling it, you're touching it. So there are multiple senses that are working. So you have that. You can maintain a gratitude jar and meditate every day, and then train every day. These two things are like, be insanely selfish about these two things: meditation and training, for your mind, for your body. All right. So this is like, there's no compromise for me. Like, in my life, there's no like, I'll tell you what. When I set a goal, okay, when I set a goal, and these things are like pretty much normal for me, right? I mean, pretty common for me. And being an entrepreneur, I need all of this. So when I set a goal, I bloody well, I decide and I act on. The way I act is like, I'm not going to let anything or anybody come in between this. Anything or anybody. Like, there's nothing is going to come between me and my goal. Not even sex. Okay? No. First is this, because I can get things later, but time, once it's gone, it's gone. So every decision that I take, followed by actions, the actions are lined up in front of me. And either the procrastination comes and kills me, or I kill that. Right. So I'm going to tear the heart out of every task that I have to do. And that's what I do. Okay. So you need to start making your, like, tuning your brain in this frequency, and make this as a ritual. And you will see how fast your life is changing. Okay. Thank you, everyone. By that, we have come to the end of this. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.